What's up?
What's up?
How's it going, dude?
Good.
So, this is a first in-person ever interview with a student, which is so sick. I don't even think of you as my student. I just think of you as my boy, which is so cool. So, Ant is coming off a pretty absurd month. He's been doing shop now for about a year, over a year.
A little over a year.
Last month he did $500,000 in GMV. So it would be so dumb and selfish not to just chat. So yeah, where's your head at, man? Coming off a pretty absurd month. You've been doing shop for a year. How are you feeling?
It's honestly an unreal feeling for grinding for a year and doing $200,000 in GMV, and then in 1 month completely flipping it and doing over or double the amount, even more than double the amount in GMV.
Yeah. $200,000 GMV your first year. It's rolling, by the way. Okay. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about the first year. Obviously now, insane month. The amount of money you can make in a month can literally like completely change your financial, like it can set you up for life.
Yeah.
Completely change your life. But let's go back to the first month. First month you started working with me. Why'd you start working with me? Why'd you join? Why didn't you just do it on your own? Or were you trying to do it on your own?
No. So I thought, I figured out that you had to at least have, I think at the time it was 1,000 or 5,000 followers on an account. It was like in between.
Okay.
But I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to just go ahead and work with somebody. And I knew if I did it by myself, it would take me significantly longer because I would just like be in my head all the time and not be able to talk to anybody about it.
Yeah.
So that was my reasoning. I'd like tried other things, drop shipping, day trading, a bunch of different things. Nothing
Any
worked.
success with any of
No,
them?
like very minimal.
I don't know why anyone would, I mean, no hate, but like, why would anyone start trading? It sucks.
It is mentally draining.
Yeah.
A mental battle every day. So that's why I started. I just knew that I felt like this was going to be the thing that I stuck with. I don't know why. It just had that gut feeling. So I was like, I need to join. I'm fine with paying. Went to college, paid my dues there, and I understood like paying for something. It wasn't like I was super scared to take that leap. I was kind of just like, I'm just going to do this because I can't see myself working a regular job, at least when I'm this young, when there's that big of an opportunity.
I think the point you just brought up about like, no one thinks about this. You pay 6 figures for a college tuition and people are scared to throw a tenth of that, 100th of that to someone who could possibly, or a community that could possibly help them make 6 figures in a month.
It is.
Or 10K a month, whatever it is. But
I think it's the perspective of like content creation in general. Like people still think it's like, especially with TikTok Shop, it just came out of nowhere, it felt like. So people think it's a scam.
True.
But like they don't think it's real. Like it's not possible. Yeah. These are screenshots. And I don't want to pay somebody. And at the same time, it's also kind of hard to fathom that someone my age can have like quadruple, quintuple the success. And it's like, I'm going to pay this guy thousands of dollars to learn from, but you can't have that perspective. It's like for me, it was like, I get to join a group with like-minded people that are doing the thing that I want to do.
Yeah.
So that will only make my learning way faster.
Okay. So you first joined, when you joined, shout out Mark. Mark, if you want to come say what's up behind the camera. Me and Mark were working together, help coaching, and Mark was helping Ann a ton. So shout out Mark, we didn't forget about you. You are 100% the reason he has all the success he has today.
Not at all. Not at all.
Just kidding. But what was it like when you first joined? What did we help you with? And just talk about that a little bit, like first month.
I remember when I first joined, I think I was mainly hopping on a call with you and Mark because like it seemed like everybody in the group was like scared to talk or even just like scared to join meetings.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is going on? And then people started joining eventually and I could like bounce ideas off them. Yeah. But like I would have solo calls a couple times with Mark. Like me and him would just chop it up and just talk about like not even TikTok Shop related, just anything.
Yeah.
And that was just like a huge thing because I don't know, even having someone to talk TikTok with and then also having someone to just like chop it up that was in that group felt good.
When you first start, it can be so isolating because like you're taking this leap of faith and probably everybody in your hometown is like, oh, what is this kid doing? These cringy things. So like just having the realization that other people are also in that boat and have gone through exactly what you're not only they're in that boat, but they've experienced it, went through it, and now they're on the other side of it, and then being able to chat with them
Yep.
is unreal. Yeah, were you gonna say something?
Yeah, so I actually had like that realization twice. I started posting TikToks in 2020, around like COVID or something, just like stupid videos, and I had a couple pop off, and people started noticing them, and they were like, you know, like, your videos are stupid, your videos are dumb, like, what are you posting? And I was like, I don't know what I'm posting, I'm
Yeah.
just posting. So then I started, like, when I realized I wanted to do TikTok Shop again, it was like that all over again.
And were
I
you
was like,
scared? Like, this is very normal for a lot of people watching. Was there fear? Was there doubt? Fear of judgment? And then how do you get through that and do it anyways?
Yeah, I feel like the people want to hear no, but
Yeah.
100%. Like, I had the realization of like, well, eventually my family's gonna see my videos. Like, people that I know are gonna see my videos. People from high school are gonna see my videos. But I don't know. I was just in the mindset of like, I couldn't let it phase me now because I'm making like, my goal was to make money off of it. I feel like first when I started posting, it was like, I'm just posting. And then I heard some feedback that I didn't like, and especially like in the comments, it can be mentally draining. But for the mindset shift of like, I want to do this for my job, I just like didn't care anymore.
Yeah. So now we can get into that. You were working full time, 8 to 5.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's gross.
Yeah, I would-
What was that like while doing shop?
Wake up at like 6:30, go to my corporate like IT government job, whatever you want to call it. Get off at like sometimes 3:30, mainly it was like 4 o'clock, and then go to the gym, come back home, crank out videos for like 2 hours, and then go to bed and do it all over again. So it was like 12 hours, like, but I didn't really see TikTok as work. Like, the job was work, and
Yeah.
I didn't like it. But like, as far as coming home and making videos, like, I enjoyed it. Like, my parents even talked about it. They would never see me. Like,
Oh yeah, because you were living at home.
Yes,
And
I
you
was-
just go in your room.
yes, I was
Yeah.
at work, come home in my room, and they were like, "We don't even see you." And I was like, "I'm sorry."
And how long? Like, people could do that for a week. Talk about how long you did that. You were doing that for a year.
Yeah, 365 days. And looking
That's
back now,
so sick.
it doesn't even seem
is-
like that long, but it was like. It is
A
long
year.
time. Yeah.
And you didn't have a crazy month for you had an 8K month in like your 4th month or
Yeah, I
something,
think it was like the 4th month.
which is solid. That's a decent amount of money. We're not saying that's not a lot of money,
Mm-hmm.
but you were making like 4 to 5 grand, which is also solid money, but it's not. It's not a lot of
Yeah,
money.
enough to like sustain yourself if you're living in like an apartment or like living with your parents.
Yeah.
But definitely not like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's what I like to like try to get across. I never want to make it seem like you're just if you don't come in with the mindset of I want to learn the skill for the next year, you're not going to win.
I agree.
You're not going to win. And that's what you did. So how did you stick with it for a year when there were plenty of people in your group who had crazy months way sooner than you, who probably didn't work as hard as you? Like, how do you not take that and let it piss you off and you slow down? Oh, maybe this is not for me, and you have the victim mindset.
I think it helps with I'm like super competitive. I played sports growing up, so like if somebody was beating me at something, it like genuinely pissed me off to where like I want to do better.
It's so funny, guys. He's so chill. I just can't see it. I want to see it, but I just can't see
I
it.
am like it'll come out of me in moments.
Yeah.
But like for me, I did see people doing these crazy months, and even I think it was Ben. He would like start around the same time, and the month before I did my 8K month, he did 8K with like the chest whatever. It
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Ben McCormick, shout out Ben.
And then seeing him, and he just had like the most casual videos. And I was like, I can do this. Like, I'm a casual guy. Like, I don't need I don't know. It was just like the mindset of I'm not going to stop until something happens, because yeah, it was like the point of no return. Like, might as well try it. I don't know what else I'm going to do after this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, a year straight, every single day. During that year, before we get to the insane past month, what was the day-to-day? How were you improving every single day? If anybody looks at his account, if you guys find Ant's account, and you scroll to the bottom, and you just start scrolling through it to present day, the improvement is ridiculous. How do you improve? How do you make better content consistently?
Yeah, people say study the top creators, which I think can help, but also kind of find the creators that you want to make content like. Like, there's huge creators like Skateboard and
Ty.
Lush, yeah, all these people. like I kind of found myself in the mix with Ty of like a very genuine sounding dude. I tried to study skateboard and it was just like cut,
Yeah, and you
I
weren't
didn't
like
like
that.
that. So product research is everything too. Like I'm constantly on TikTok looking for products that like you wouldn't even think people would buy, but they will, or newer products. Or
And what
things
does
like
that mean? You don't think people will buy, but they will. How do you know that? A lot of it I know is time, and it takes time.
Yeah.
But like, how would you explain that to someone who's just starting?
I would explain it like this. There is a buyer for absolutely everything. It's just you have to hit that specific target audience in your video. So do the research, like do the extra mile. I forget who exactly was talking about how they go to like Amazon and they'll look at the reviews because that's all like pain points. Someone's gonna comment on a review. This helped me because of this. I bought this because of this. So like if you're even on TikTok, you can see all the reviews, learn the pain points. Why are people buying things? Okay, that's exactly what I need to talk about in my video.
Sauce. That's enough sauce. You guys don't get any more. That's fire. You guys got to join to get more sauce. But okay, that's sick. What was that? Oh, how to find creators, product research, getting a little bit better every single day. I guess we can get into, you got through that entire year. You always had the mindset. You never were hopping on calls with the victim mindset. You were always just like ready to get better, which is sick. And if you're not like that, NGMI, that quote, NGMI, not going to make it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever see people comment that? No. NGMI? You're not going to make it if you're short-term minded and want quick cash. But let's talk about the past couple months. So you had an 11K month going into a pretty crazy month. Just chat about that, what you think really changed, why you think it happened. Maybe you have no clue.
So I feel like I actually do know why. Not entirely.
Yeah.
But so leading up to it, the 11K month was a mix of pillows, not the one pillow that like was the big month, but it was a mix of pillows and clothes. I had mainly done clothes, and it was just like a headache to me of how can I sound different than everyone, because clothes are a little bit of a harder sell. But leading up to that, going into the 12K month, like I said, mix of pillows and clothes. And then I remembered like the dress shirt, which is when I had that like 6K month.
Yeah.
It was just like rip as many videos as you can possible with the dress shirt, comment replies, and other dress shirts like it. Which see, that's where I failed with the dress shirt. I only did that one shirt when I could have like tried to find a different product around that.
Yeah.
So then with the pillows, I just like the hook was just like in my mind, just like going to bed thinking about it. And I was like, I just gotta keep recreating this. And then so I got one cervical pillow in, got another in, and it was just like, I felt like that hook was the reason I was grabbing people's attention. So I just recreated it so many times with every pillow that I would get in, and it just kept doing well. And then eventually it was like, oh, here's this other pillow that has higher commission, but at the time it was only running by like women who had like super aesthetic beds and views.
So was that a limiting belief that you weren't going to be, because the content style that was doing well wasn't your content style, so you were thinking you wouldn't be able to do it?
Yes, 100%.
Sick.
But I was like, there's no reason not to try it when I have proof of concept with 3 or 4 other pillows, however many it was.
Okay.
So, but that was the change. I didn't just do one pillow and rip as many videos until it burnt out. I kept trying different pillows, and that like will stack daily to where it was like, okay, that's a significant amount compared to what it was before.
So the advice to someone watching this who has something do well is
Bleed it dry. Like do it as
and
many
find
times as you
other
can.
products that
Yes.
are just like it.
Related to it, yes.
Great advice. Okay, so 11K month. Then what the heck happened?
Yeah, it was 85 or like 84K, whatever it was, because of,
GMV?
yeah, GMV.
Profit. He's joking. It's 85, close to $90,000 profit. Congrats, dude. You beat me. That's more than my best month. So that's so sick. I'm very happy.
It's, yeah, I appreciate it. It's definitely commission related. Like, it's a jump going from $2 a sale to $10 a sale.
Okay.
So like, I'm not going to say that didn't help, because that's obviously helping. But in my mind, I also didn't think that, I also had another limiting belief of, this pillow is $55. Like, are people actually going to buy this from me? Because the 3 before, it's like 25, 30, think even one was like $20. I was like, okay, people will buy this. It's an impulse buy. So then I also had that shifting moment of, this isn't really an impulse buy. I need to explain why people actually need this. Like, why would I want this? Because I'm not just necessarily like, click that link. So,
It's an investment.
Yeah. So that's why I had like longer style videos of like explaining this pillow sucks, boom, this pillow is what you need. So that was like another factor too.
So, impulse buy, quicker videos, very digestible, quick, they buy it. More expensive. It's not even necessarily a high ticket. I would say like $55. Maybe for TikTok Shop it's considered higher ticket.
And yeah, at least in my mind it was, but it's really not.
Which is such a limiting belief, which
Yeah.
is crazy. Like now, what do you think? Like, do you want to do $100 products?
Dude, it's opening my mind.
Yeah.
Especially seeing all these other creators with like bigger brands that are coming to TikTok. It's like, oh, people are actually like, they treat it like Amazon.
Well, it's the trust, dude. It's taken time. It didn't used to be that way. Like even when you
Exactly.
first started, people were not spending $55 to $100.
Yes.
50 maybe tops, and that would be considered a high ticket. But now people are spending 400, 500, like
Yeah.
absurd amounts. People are buying electric scooters that are like $2,000 off TikTok because it's just a trust thing,
Yes.
right? It just takes time, and they're like, oh, Shop is not just random drop ship products that are sold by TikTok.
Yep.
It's actual massive companies.
Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I noticed that in my video because it was like the second one I think that went viral. The comments were like, I appreciate this ad. Not even like, usually, you get some like people
Yeah.
that dog on your content, but like most of the comments were positive and they were like, I like this style of video. Thank you for explaining it like
Wow.
this. So that was also like a realization moment of like, I'm just going to keep doing this style of content.
I mean, you just provided actual value. And if anybody in here were to see his video, he couldn't have just done that off the dome. Like he knew all the selling points, all the competitors, all of the reviews. So how long would you say before making these videos, you're doing research to find all these selling points? Because you're definitely not just getting the pillow in and being like, hey guys, unbox my new pillow. Oh, this feels so good. You can buy it right here. It's on a good sale. What do you do? What's your process before making these videos?
I think my process was, so it actually was like a mix of taking inspiration from other hooks or like that top creators used and kind of like spiraling them in a different way to make it fit for the pillow. But also like as far as like the research into it, I do use AI or just like something other than my own brain because I already have like multiple ideas, but at the same time AI can just make it easier for you. So like what are the main product or features that I need to hit? What is my target audience? I think that's super important because I knew that like most 16 to 20 year olds are not on TikTok to buy a pillow.
Yeah.
So like if I'm thinking,
If you do a scratch and sniff in the hook, you get the
Yeah.
wrong audience, and now it gets high views, low conversion.
Exactly. So how can I talk? I definitely did have like a different style.
Yeah.
So it was like, I need to figure out the main pain points. And with a pillow, obviously you have the problem solving, but it's like, there's a different audience. So I figured if I just talked slow and just explained why you need this and just tell a story, I just figured it would go off a lot better. So the research aspect was pretty much chat, product reviews, because people like, if it's really
You're just looking
good,
at the reviews on the product listing on TikTok.
yes, if it's really good, people are gonna comment exactly why. Like some people like will write a book
You're like,
you
oh,
can
it's a
take
video right
those.
there.
Yes, and
Yeah.
you can take those and grab them and use them in your video. Yeah.
Gas. Okay. So coming off an 85K month, where's your head at now? After hitting a month like that, does it break limiting beliefs as far as how much you can make? And then like, what's your goals going into the new year? Does it change the way you're setting goals, or you just continue with inputs?
I think, yeah, honestly.
I don't know if I just asked like 7 questions right there, but you can, whatever you want to
Yeah,
go.
no, I think I got it. I'll dissect one of them. So like the limiting belief thing, I think it can. I think automatically I saw that number and I was like, my brain goes, oh, I got to beat that next month. But like, should that be the way that I look at it? No.
I guess there's no right or wrong.
Yes, that is true. But I think for me, if I focus on trying to beat that, I'm not going to. If I focus on maintaining the quality content that I was creating before, I think that's going to be my bigger step.
Because we can put it this way. What was your goal going into this past month? Was it to make 85 grand?
Yeah, exactly. No.
It was to make good content.
Yes.
So why would you switch it up?
Yes. That's going to be the fall, I feel like.
I agree. I completely agree. That's very wise of you. I think that's good for anybody, you know. Don't change what's working and what got you here. You hit a 10K month and now you get completely tied to numbers. But the entire thing that got you here was the focus of making good content,
Yep.
you know, and that can really mess with people's heads. And then they don't hit the numbers, then they stop putting the work in, and then,
Yep.
yeah, that's awesome. What would you say, maybe like one of the last things, what would you say to somebody, make sure my mic's good, who's in the spot you were at, right? Maybe a year in, maybe, 6 months in, and they're hitting like 2 to 4K a month. They feel like they're doing all they can, but not getting the results you're getting. What would you say?
I think it kind of loops back to what we were talking about earlier. How you said, if you go back to my page and watch my content, there's a drastic change.
Yeah.
I felt like I was hitting my head on the wall of just like volume,
Yeah.
and it was working, but not to the aspect that I wanted it to. So when I finally took a step back and was like, this isn't going to be sustainable, you have to study your content
Yeah.
and study other people's content and just learn. Like, you can make 50 videos a day, which is great, but at the same time, if it's not high quality, if it's not something you actually believe in when you're putting out the video, and your audience will automatically see that. So it's study your content, study other people's content. Why are things going viral? Study hooks. Hooks are the biggest thing. Like,
I agree.
If you cannot grab someone's attention in the first 3 seconds, why are you even posting the video? Like, sure, you can post it, probably won't do well, but you have to grab people's attention in that first 3 seconds.
If they don't stay for the hook, they can't even see the rest of the video. So there's no point in the rest of the
Exactly.
video. They're gone. you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's amazing. Any last words, mic drop? Maybe this is a different audience, someone who's thinking about starting, thinking about going for it, thinking about joining maybe. If you guys didn't know, Ant's maybe going to help out Coach a little bit. If you're thinking about joining, what would you say back to yourself when you made the decision to go for it?
I would say there really is not that big of a risk that your mind might think it is. TikTok Shop is like the littlest amount of money that you could put into
Yeah.
an investment, in my opinion, when you're going to start something. And also, it does not matter. Like, social media is a young man's game, but at the same time, like, if you're older, you even have more authority in what you're
know.
saying. Like, people will be convinced to buy off you. So take the risk, because
There isn't one.
there really is no risk. Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's fire. Well, I'm very happy for you, dude. It's been sick to see the journey, and I'm very excited to see what the rest of this year has to bring. Do you have any, if you want to throw a $ goal out there for a month for 2026, you want to just throw it out there?
Yeah, I would really like to hit that 100K mark. I felt I was right there. And like, obviously, I could say 500K. I could say something absurd, but I don't want that. Like, I want to be consistent. I want the 100K month, but I also just want to be consistent.
I see you hitting consistent 100K months.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's just,
Your content is there. You're doing all the things. There's nothing that's really separating you from the guys doing it. Like, no bias. Genuinely believe it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, is that the goal? I guess that's the goal. Ali, let's do 100K month, and then we'll talk about it.
Okay.
All right, man. Well, good stuff. This has
All
been
right.
sick. If you guys want to check out, there's like an application down below. Genuinely very selective with who we let in, because we have a sick group of guys and girls. So, yeah, good stuff, and we'll see you guys in the next video.